Welcome back to This Cozy Life, everyone. I'm Nadia, and I am bringing you along for a reset day. I love Mondays because I don't work, and so I get to tidy up my home, get things reset, and I love starting off by opening up the windows and letting some light in. And on this particular day, I needed to dress down the bed and get it all washed. My bedding was kind of gross because my children were sick and had spent a few nights in our bed. And so I really wanted to go in and get everything washed and fresh and clean. And so with the help of my son, I was able to get everything into the wash and just get a fresh start to our week with a nice clean bed. Moving on, I also wanted to dust and clean these windows. It had been a little bit of time since I actually cleaned these, and so decided to dedicate a few minutes to the cleaning of the windows, and oh my goodness, what a difference it makes to have clean windows. The light just comes in so beautifully. And I also took this time to clean any mirrors that we have in our room and any surfaces that we have as well. And lastly, I love a good vacuuming, so made sure to vacuum our room as well. Moving on from my bedroom, I needed to tackle this mess of a kitchen. We had a quick morning with school drop off, and so I didn't get around to it, but I like to just unload the dishes, clean the counters, and my sweet son just wanted some cuddles in between. And so I love that I get to have Mondays off because it is time that I get to dedicate to my home and also to that one-on-one time with my son. So it is such a blessing to be able to have the schedule that I have, but I'm going in and just loading up the dishwasher, getting all of the plates in there that we already used from the morning, from breakfast, and then I just go in and tidy up the counters and make sure that everything gets put back into its place, back into the fridge, back into the pantry. Things that need to get tossed into the trash, and just make sure that my counter space is nice and clean. And truly, there's no better feeling than cleaning your counters after you've cleaned everything up. It is just so therapeutic for me. It is the best way to wrap up a room, is to just go in and do these final touches of cleaning the counters and getting all of the things that were on there off and in their homes. And so this is one of my favorite things to do when cleaning and deep cleaning. And so I do enjoy this part of deep cleaning my home. I love to set the mood with a good candle, and so I lit a candle up and worked my way towards the dining room. I went ahead and just started wiping down chairs and getting things out of the way so that I could get a deep clean of the floors, and moved some furniture, some of my kids' furniture, wiped down the kitchen table, and just got this area prepped for a good cleaning. I also got to taking down some of these miscellaneous things that pile up on our hutch and just put them away, and then got straight into cleaning the mirrors. These mirrors have been so filthy, I am so embarrassed to admit, but it feels so good to get them back into a good state, to get them back to being fresh and clean. And then I also worked my way from the hutch to the windows in our dining room area. I just have been neglecting this chore, and so it feels good to get that crossed off my list and to get the windows clean. And it was just such a beautiful day that it was enjoyable because I got to see the sun shine through the windows. And then I moved on to our floors. I used to have a Dyson vacuum and I returned it because it is not as good as just an old school vacuum. If you have a Dyson, let me know if you have had it for a long time, because ours just did not hold up. And this green Bissell that we bought from Target for a fraction of the price has held up so well, and an old school vacuum is just the best bang for your buck, and you cannot beat the quality of it. And so I went in and cleaned the floors, and then I just put the chairs back onto the table because I was going to prepare the space to mop. I moved on to our living room, and believe it or not, during this entire cleaning, my son just played by himself. He just loves having some, quiet time to himself, and so I finished off the last few things on my list and just tidied up this living room area. I just put some of the pillows back, put some of the blankets back into their place, and also went in and vacuumed this rug. We've had this rug for years and it's almost time to replace it. It is so dingy and has been well used and well loved, but I just wanted to go in and vacuum and try and get out as many of the crumbs and things that my toddlers have put on here. So I went in and just vacuumed and got it as clean as I could possibly get it, but I know that I'm due for a new rug here soon, but tried to do my very best in getting it nice and clean. I'm always playing around with this little section in our living room. Right now, I really like having a dedicated play area for my children. And so I was just rearranging some furniture, and then I went and vacuumed all of our floors and gave them a nice tidy and a nice vacuum. And my son is so funny because he was trying to put his cars in the line of my vacuuming, and so he is just so silly, and that was just something that brightened my day. From there, I moved over to our bathroom that is in the front of our house and just got the toilet cleaned. I wanted to get the mirrors cleaned and get the sink clean, and then I went in with my Tenneco. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but went in with my Tenneco mop vac that my parents actually gifted to me, and I love this thing. I don't know how well it's gonna hold up. You never know with these gadgets, but I really have been loving it and enjoying it, and went in and mopped my entire house of floors, and I think that it works really, really well. It is so satisfying to see how much the water has turned black, and so I went in and vacuumed and mopped with that, and then finally moved over back to my bedroom and dressed my bed now that all of my sheets were washed. And there is nothing like fresh sheets. There's no better feeling than climbing into bed at the end of the day into freshly washed sheets. And so I just dressed my bed, got my sheets back on, and just put the final touches on the room after getting it nice and clean. Now that my home is nice and tidy, I wanted to decorate a little bit for fall. And so after a few days, I took out a bin that we have in the garage of all of our fall decor and was so excited to add little touches of fall here and there. I know that some people don't consider September to be fall, but I just wanted to get into the fall spirit and add a little bit of touches here and there to my home. So I opened up our box, and oh my goodness, the smell of fall is so strong, and I was so excited. And so I just started off by taking everything out. Here's what we have for fall. It is very minimal, it is very slim, but I think it works well for us. I went in and removed all of our spring and summer artwork from the walls and put up this thankful banner. I usually put it underneath our TV area, but I really wanted to change it up and felt like hanging it over this mirror. And I really do love the way that it looks. I think that the K in the middle is a little wonky, but I will play around with it and see if it grows on me. I also wanted to change out our Lego flowers for a kind of dark vase with these faux florals, and also another white cream vase with the same florals. I've had these for years. I got them off of Amazon. Lastly, I just lit this candle that my sister made me. And then I wanted to move on into our coffee bar area. And so I put this little serving trivet, and then I cleaned out this old candle so that I can put all of my spoons. I've had these spoons from Anthropologie for years, and so I thought that they would be so cute in this little corner as coffee stirs. And then I put a little broom from Trader Joe's, and I think that it just tied the space together. And of course, you cannot have a coffee corner without a fall mug to tie the space together. And then lastly, I moved over to my kitchen and I replaced the candle with a fall candle. But I think that overall, the little fall touches are so beautiful, and I'm so excited to celebrate the fall season. Thank you so much for joining me for this fall reset. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, friends.